So in advance of the Olivier Awards on April the 7th, welcome to this special Road to the Oliviers broadcast. And it's my absolute pleasure to invite the cast of Stephen Sondheim's company to join us in the studio today. Rosalie, Patty, Jonathan and Richard, welcome.
Thank you.
So this extraordinary kind of reimagining of company. Rosalie, tell us a little bit about this and how you came to be involved.
Gosh, well, I feel very close to this project because I was involved from the very conception of it when Chris Harper, our producer, and Marianne Elliott, the director, even thought of the idea. They came to me when I was way back when I was full of child and said, do you want to give birth to this as well? And I said, yeah, I'd like to.
Two at once.
Yeah, exactly. So we waited a bit, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, I've just been building it from the ground up with them for a couple of years before we got to this stage, so it's absolutely incredible to be sitting here today with all these nominations and these amazing people. I know we're so close to finishing, but it's been an amazing, amazing thing to build this. Yeah. This
reimagined.
Exactly,
Production.
Bobby. Yeah, and production, of course, and to be so heavily involved in the creation of something is a really magical thing to happen.
And Patty, back at the Oliviers, you obviously won in 1985, I think, isn't it, for Fantine in the original Les Mis and nominated
and it was much
again.
different. The Oliviers were much different then, weren't they?
Very
They
different.
were very small, and it was popular vote, I think. It was, and there were like 7 people that voted.
That's right. Yeah.
Because I know a punter came up to me and said, "I voted for you," and I went, I didn't know who he was, and he was just an audience member.
Right. And we still do have that public panel now. So they do the first stage. Yeah, 9 of them go and see around 105 productions each year.
Wow.
Yeah, and they start the whole process off.
Wow.
Yeah. So coming to the guys at the end, so Jonathan, Richard, I guess people will know you the most at home from your various television roles and Broadchurch and W1A and Corrie and other things. So tell us about being in the theatre and doing a musical on stage like this.
Well, you've had quite a lot of experience with musicals as well.
Yeah. Over the, but certainly this something very different about this particular show, which I think was apparent even before I was involved, like just with the people involved who were announced ahead of time, and obviously Marianne Elliott, who I was desperate to get the chance to work with, and obviously Stephen Sondheim being involved and on the ground. That's kind of definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Maybe not for all people, but for most people, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, So, it was just something I was desperate to be involved in, and very, very, very grateful to have made it happen.
Yeah, and I think that the thing about theatre particularly is that you have a conversation with 850 people every night, and I think what Marianne set out to do, I was lucky enough to be in the workshop, and from the get-go it was to make a vital and immediate piece of theatre which reflects society, which is what the original production of Company did so well, I think, in the late 60s and early 70s. So for it to be that immediate and to be a part of something with the gender swapping, especially for me playing a gay character, and not really sort of underestimating the political impact that would have in terms of, talking to people afterwards and people, representation. I think it's been extraordinary across the board. So equally, I think we're all thrilled to be
And I guess everyone wants to know, how long did it take you to learn the Patter song? At that speed?
Still learning it.
Your lyrics just kept changing, didn't they? Like little ones kept changing.
Yeah, well, you had one as well, didn't you, for Ladies Who Lunch?
Yes, you did.
And there was...
Right, and it was like getting the courage to change it in the middle of performing.
It's like you want to do like a deportment school version, where if you can do it with when you're putting a new word in with a book on your head whilst rubbing your tummy, then...
Which we sort of are on stage, jumping in and out of the set and everything at the same time.
That's true, yeah. I mean, it was, I was very well looked after.
And so how has it been being back in London, actually doing a show on the West End?
Oh, I love it. I could cry. It's almost over. It's been the best experience that I have ever had on the stage, thanks to these people that I work every night with, and Marianne, and the backstage crew, everything, and the audiences, and London. And I think the difference between New York and London is it's much more relaxed. First of all, it's much more of a time-honored profession here, acting and theater, and there isn't the cutthroat competition that there is in New York, and it isn't driven by money. It isn't driven by money, so that more theatre is produced, more experimental theatre is produced. There's a pride and there's a commitment and a passion, and I would imagine that goes across the board universally. But the actors, I think, in London have have a better way of assimilating this business, because there isn't the pressure that we have in New York or in America, period.
Yeah. As we film this, you've got like 10 days left, haven't you, roughly? So, yeah.
It's
It's
so odd to think about it not
being
Yeah.
a part of your life.
Yeah.
As you said, it's been germinating for such a long time, this
my
as
goodness,
a
I think
concept.
I'll
So.
have a massive company-shaped hole there for quite some time.
And of course, a week later, it's the Oliviers
Yes.
itself, and you performed there not very long ago with Magic Radio, didn't you, at their big
That's
musicals
right.
night?
That was one of the most terrifying things I have ever done, especially because I didn't know the song, didn't know the piece as well as I do now after performing it 200 and whatever times, as well as in rehearsals. My God. And I just remember, and I've been doing a play up until then, and I thought...
And it's an amazing building, isn't it?
It's
This
so
Albert Hall,
beautiful.
it's extraordinary.
But it is a barn, and I just thought, this is the most scary thing I've ever done in my life. I will not forget that experience for a long time.
Well, all four of you, massive congratulations on the production and on your nominations.
Thank you.
And we look forward to welcoming you on the night.
Thank you. Thanks.